It is dawn in a primordial world, a world where the sun warms the rugged exterior of the ancient cypress trees, where the giant Galapagos tortoise takes a slow step into time. The time could be a page from early evolution, where life teemed from the depths of the seas, rivers, and creeks. The tributaries are a genetic chain of command, born in the swamps, nurtured on land, and eventually given nature's license to fly. This primordial world could easily seem to be tucked away in the South Pacific somewhere. It is not. Welcome to Discovery Island. In the shadows of one of the most traveled places on Earth, Walt Disney World, is a 12-acre zoological garden. It is relatively quiet here, an island that provides a natural sanctuary for hundreds of egrets, herons, pelicans, and many other birds. They nest and raise their young here. The birds indigenous to the island also have some neighbors, and these neighbors are birds such as the rare Magori stork. Discovery Island, located in the center of the deep waters of Bay Lake, is the only zoo in the world to successfully breed the rare Magori storks. Thus far, 8 storks have been hatched. It's a fact that makes bird specialist Harry Bellin proud.
And you'll be able to see last year's babies as you go through the walk-through aviary this morning. They're the big black and white bird with a dagger-shaped beak.
The birds, well, they fly here. The visitors, they arrive by boat, a zoo where boat transportation is mandatory. The visitors who manage to discover Discovery Island do indeed find a lot, because it is on this island where the birds do the people watching, and spoonbills say hello. The island, accredited by the American Association of Zoological Parks and Aquariums, specializes in small mammals, birds, and a few reptiles, the alligator among them. But birds are the real star of this 12-acre island, and the woman who takes great pride in her birds is zoo curator Mary Healy. She is probably the only curator in the world that drives to work in a boat. Mary Healy came to Discovery Island 2 years ago. She was the former curator of birds at the San Antonio Zoo. Her presence on the island seems to almost be everywhere. She's added many new species, created a new hospital and a nursery, hired more staff, and created a zoological garden like none other in the world. And she's determined not to let this island sit in the waters of anonymity.
Walt's original plan for this island was that it would be a nature preserve for the animals of the area, and we can still keep that feeling. We have a large number of ibis and herons that come in the spring and nest on the island, and it gives the guests an opportunity to see some of the chicks just, right up just about at eye level in the trees, and it's quite a unique experience. So we can combine that with the effort that we're making with the many of the endangered and threatened exotic species as well.
Discovery Island was the second zoo to successfully breed the rare rhinoceros hornbill.
Oh, it's great. It's very exciting. I purposely take walks to check on the babies on a regular basis, especially when things get a little stressful behind the desk. That's how I get my break and kind of sanity check to put things back in perspective.
The walk-through aviary brings man very close to nature. The encounters require some gentle diplomacy, and it's usually man who is at a loss for words. The aviary literally explodes in color. The kaleidoscope of pinks, reds, whites, and other hues is like feathered fireworks darting through streaks of sunlight. The island harbors the largest flock of scarlet ibis anywhere, and the zoo has the best record of breeding these fiery red birds. Beyond the boundaries of the aviary, free to live wherever they want, other birds such as the egret, white ibis, and heron nest in the tall bamboo by the hundreds. They find a comfort factor living and raising young on an island that also happens to be a zoo. Discovery Island is involved in something known as the Species Survival Plan. Working with other zoos, the staff tries to raise and relocate birds in an effort to increase the species. The Isle of Pines parrot is very rare. There are only a few hundred of these beautiful parrots left in the wild. Deforestation is a prime reason the birds are dwindling in population. On Discovery Island, this pair hatched a chick. The young parents weren't experienced, the chick did not survive. Now the parents are expected to hatch young again, and staff here are some of the very best in the world at hand-raising birds. They will help the Isle of Pine parrot.
He eats basically a liquid diet, cut up fish, feline diet, dog chow, egg yolk. See, he already has a little shape of the spoonbill. Here. And this little blob on the end is called the egg tube. Helps him to hatch out.
Primarily, the only animals that we're hand-raising now are the ones that we just know aren't going to make it with the parents. Either the parents have proven themselves to not know what they're doing or they're inexperienced for some reason.
Okay, pretty cool. 239.5 grams.
As the island breeding season evolves, there are soon families. A mother gently nudges her chick to swim. Often the insects and bugs are just too big to catch. And the legs? Well, sometimes they're too long. The flamingos build nests of mud above the waterline in a sheltered lagoon on Discovery Island. In the last 2 years, they've hatched 19 babies. It's not a bad reflection on the flamingos, and certainly reason enough to dance. The air around Discovery Island seems to be charged with life, new life and old life. The island is bursting with subtle energy, and like sirens in the wind, it calls Disney Vice President Kim Murphy back time after time.
It's kind of a magical location on our property. But I think for me, well, for instance, when we were building Epcot, when I wanted to escape and decompress from the 20-hour days, I hopped on the boat and I came to this island. And I spent a lot of many hours, well, I shouldn't say many, I was working most of the time, but I spent many of my hours of relaxation right here because it's beautiful, it's serene, and it's kind of shows you some of the best of what Mother Nature is all about.
Before Kim Murphy ever came here, before the many endangered animals, before the hospital and the nurseries, before it all was this man. His name is Jock Lowry. At 79, Jock has many memories of Discovery Island and the clear waters of Bay Lake. He caught more fish than he can care to remember. And back in the 1930s, he caught more than fish. The biggest alligator he ever pulled from these waters was more than 14 feet long. And that alligator had plenty of followers.
I've been over there fishing at times when we've had anywhere from 10 to 15 gators following a boat, which kind of makes a hair stand up on your neck, you know, when you see a 12 or 14-foot gator with his old nose looking at you from behind your boat. You just think to yourself, well, I don't want to turn it over.
Discovery Island has been part of the landscape way before the white man arrived here. The Indian knew it well.
I know they used to have a camp on the east side of the lake here because some people that owned the property, the name of Higley, Mr. Higley raising the garden and plowing and everything. He showed me a whole cigar box full of Indian arrowheads that he'd picked up along the shoreline.
Old legends have a certain fascination all to their own. Jock remembers the time that his brother-in-law was caught on the island at night during a thunderstorm.
He got caught in a storm. He pulled the boat up on the island and turned it over and stuck a stick under one side of it to where he could get under it. And while he was under there in the middle of the storm, he seen some feet walk around the boat. And he come out from it, but he never did see anybody. He always said he didn't know what it was, or if it was some ghost or what. But quick as the storm was over and it broke daylight, he come out of there.
Like shadowy silhouettes on the ship of the ancient mariner, the egrets and the herons greet the dawn. The misty waters are calm, serene. Food is abundant. It is needed to fill the hundreds of bellies tucked into nest high in the tall bamboo. It is an island where the native birds meet the emigrants. The netted ceiling of the aviary separates the two.
It's all right, let's try it again.
Let go of your foot.
Tagging, weighing, breeding, the procedures that provide the keepers of the island the data to help the birds help themselves. The green aracari is among them.
Or 249. Well, we'll just 220. Okay.
The Discovery Island Zoo has a good record of hand-raising birds, and this is the world's largest species of vulture, the king vulture. In the wild, the numbers dwindle. On the island, they hatch and help raise the young.
This is a bird that usually breeds well in captivity, but the survival of the youngsters is not very good.
In avian sciences, there are no two ways about it. This has to be one of the top zoological facilities anywhere in the world.
The Isle of Pine parrot, Galapagos tortoise, king vulture, the golden lion tamarin, birds and animals facing possible extinction, being studied and bred on a small island away from the stream of distractions. Education is key here, and part of it is taught in the birds of prey demonstrations.
This one here, the male is actually smaller than the female. She is sometimes even twice the size of the male. Magoo, are you going to turn around this way? There we go. He says, no, I can't go all the way around unless I turn my body. This is actually what they call a pellet. This is the bones and hair and skin of the rat after the owl ate it. and they cast it back out through the mouth to get rid of it out of the body since it can't be digested. So you get a collection, the whole skeleton right here in my hands.
Your hands right.
Harry Bellin believes the visitors should touch some of the birds to better understand them. And Thelma, a grandmother from Selma, Alabama, is no exception.
Yes.
More than 20,000 school children are expected to come to Discovery Island this year to learn. They will be exposed to such programs as Mysteries of the Rainforest and Kid Adventure. One key to Discovery Island's success is preventive medicine, taking care of the animals before they really need medical attention.
This area here and here, which are hilar bronchial lymph nodes, are very dense. And you can see the same density repeated here. This shadow concerns me as well as the density where the lymph nodes are. So this animal is a suspect for thoracic disease, and we'll do a tracheal wash on her, where we put a small catheter down through her trachea and aspirate a little of this and submit it for laboratory analysis, culture, and sensitivity to determine exactly what the agent is that may be causing these signs of thoracic disease.
Beaks get bumped and beaks get fixed. In the wild, this bird may have died.
I'm going to put some.
Even occasionally, the shell of the Galapagos tortoise may need just a little bit of patching. One rather unique resident of Discovery Island is a bird that can resemble a stump or a tree limb. It's called the tawny frogmouth. The parents are good at hiding in a tree, and sometimes they aren't so good at raising young for the first time. That's where the helping hands of human beings come in.
The hard part is getting it in when he opens.
Other endangered neighbors live on Discovery Island as well. The golden lion tamarin, one of the rarest monkeys in the New World, and it's not known for certain how many of these monkeys are surviving in their native Brazil. The marmoset and the ring-tailed lemur are becoming more and more rare. And this cavie has the run of the entire 12-acre Discovery Island. Off the beaten path, the tour. The island is decorated by Mother Nature herself, and the natives are quite proud.
When you're working with animals and plants, you're working with endangered species, the whole science here is really a beginning science. So we're just scratching the surface in many areas. One of our first responsibilities is to the creatures and the critters that are under our care. You know, this is, if you wanted to refer to this as a zoo, which is almost a misnomer, it's the epitome of what a zoological park can be. If we were able to psychoanalyze or even talk to the animals, I think the response would be, for the most part, hey, this is about as good as it gets. You know, if you're a flamingo or you're a tortoise or you know, you're one of the other inhabitants here, it's pretty remarkable place to live in terms of the habitat itself. Veterinary medical science, zoological experience here is leading us forward in many areas, along with the zoological community.
When you're the only zoo in the world to breed the rare Magori storks as fast as they're breeding on Discovery Island, the idea is to share with other zoos. This stork is going to the Milwaukee Zoo.
Just kind of, the male's probably going to come up. Just kind of push him off to this corner, and I'll just walk in, grab her.
You're going to grab her.
I'm
Okay.
going to grab her, right. I got her. Doing fine. My little lady. Good girl. It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Stop. Relax. We're going to walk you if you behave. You going to behave? Good girl. Yeah. Get out of my Now, are they going to film when they get there too? No. Silly question. Probably not. You go, girl. It's all right. You go, girl. But it's important. Yeah. Just for.
Sorry, I didn't know you had to.
I've got one on that trash can right over there. Wait.
Where's he going? Where's he going?
He's going to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Oh, it's going to be cold in Milwaukee.
You okay, little lady? Okay? Hang on. Step up here. Okay. Right here, in the door.
We are trying to continue with our island theme. We're going to be adding more lemurs, which are all from the island of Madagascar and all endangered. So they fit quite nicely into our plans. We do hope to have a little more variety with some of the smaller mammals. You'll never see elephants out here. We just don't have that kind of space. But I think we can really do a nice job and tell a story about what's happening not only in our own backyard with our native animals, but throughout the world as well. We definitely want to stay involved working with other zoos in a lot of the conservation programs.
Discovery Island can't get much bigger because it is indeed an island. Mary Healy plans to make the best use possible of her island, an island that is a true bird of paradise for so many people.